Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Austin Reaves definitely rejected the contract renewal offer with the Lakers. What the Lakers can and intend to do is increase the player's salary to prevent him from becoming a free agent next year. Trading him to another team is the other viable option. Manager Rob Pelinka stated that he would only trade Austin Reaves if it meant bringing in a star who would put the Lakers in a position to be champions again. For this reason, a trade proposal has emerged that would leave the Lakers with a virtually unbeatable team, Austin Reaves for Anthony Davis. But would this be possible? Yes, it would be, because it seems that Davis is not happy with the Dallas Mavericks and that in the 2025 draft, Dallas brought in the phenom Cooper Flagg, who will be the face of the franchise. Austin Reaves would be the ideal point guard to play with Cooper Flagg. In this case, Dallas could accept a proposal from the Lakers if it is advantageous and Austin Reaves goes to the Dallas Mavericks. But what would this proposal be like? The Lakers could offer the following package for Anthony Davis: Austin Reaves, Rui Hachimura, Maxi Kleber, and a first-round pick, and if they need something more, they could include Dalton Netsch, which would be a huge deal. The Lakers with Luka Doncic, Anthony Davis, and LeBron James will be the true contender in the West, and this offense will scare any NBA rival. If the Lakers get Davis back, it will be worth giving up Austin Reaves. If Pelinka can pull off this deal, he will once again be cheered by Lakers fans and hated by the Western Conference. Reaves declined the Lakers' 4-year, $89.2 million offer this week, but he or the Lakers have no intention to break up their partnership, according to McMenamin. In the summer of 2026, he's eligible to sign a 4-year, $98 million extension, or he can opt out of the final year of his contract, become an unrestricted free agent and be eligible for 25% of whatever the salary cap is for 2026 to 27. The Lakers made the offer, sources said, understanding that Reaves would turn it down, but the franchise wanted to show its interest in him nonetheless and did not want to send the wrong signal by not offering it. Both sides, sources told ESPN, are motivated to find a deal next summer. According to ESPN's front office insider Bobby Marks, Reaves' first-year starting salary in a max contract next offseason would be a whopping $42.5 million. That is a massive raise for the undrafted guard, who will only earn $13.9 million next season. Underscore 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 underscore. Reaves is the Lakers' biggest trade chip outside of stars Luka Doncic and LeBron James, who are untouchables. Multiple reports have linked the Lakers to have a standing offer for Utah Jazz center Walker Kessler and advanced trade conversations for Miami Heat forward Andrew Wiggins. But McMenamin reported that Reaves' representatives were not contacted about any of the teams involved. Los Angeles Times reported in May that Reaves would only be traded if it returns one of the best centers in the NBA. Reaves is not viewed as untradeable because almost no one in the NBA is untradeable. But if the Lakers are going to trade him for a center, they're going to want one that is foundationally important, a build-around type and not a fill-in toward the obvious need they have at center, and will need to address in other ways. If one of the best centers in the NBA were available, the conversations might be different, but at least now, during the first part of the offseason, that just isn't the case. Reaves has consistently said that he wants to be a Laker for life like Kobe Bryant. He made that clear once again during his basketball camp in June. I love the fans. I love the weather, love the golf. And obviously the Lakers is the best organization in basketball, Reaves said. I don't pay attention to the trade rumors. I keep my head down, work, and I feel like that's one of the reasons I'm where I'm at. Lakers president Rob Pelinka also made their position clear after their first-round exit in the playoffs. The level of confidence in Austin Reaves, LeBron James, and Luka Doncic is at an all-time high still, Pelinka told reporters during his end-of-season press conference. "I think those three guys have incredible promise playing together. And we will collectively do a better job to make sure they're surrounded with the right pieces to have ultimate success." LeBron James expected to pick up player option for 2025-26 season. The NBA offseason gets into full swing on Monday at 3 p.m. Pacific Time when free agency opens and teams can begin negotiating new contracts with players. But there are a couple of big decisions to be made before that, and one of those involves LeBron James for the Los Angeles Lakers. James has a player option worth $52.6 million for the 2025-26 season. It's the same contract decision LeBron has had for a couple seasons now, but in previous years there was never a doubt that he would decline the option, become an unrestricted free agent and re-sign with the Lakers on a new contract. This offseason, though, there existed a belief that James could simply pick up his player option and play the next season on a true expiring contract, something he has not yet done as a member of the Lakers. This could be because he's getting closer to considering retirement, or because he wants to keep his options open in a 2026 free agent market that has a little bit more available money. Either way, that rumored belief got even stronger on Saturday, as Dave McMenamin of ESPN reported that James is expected to pick up the player option. The only mechanism the Lakers are projected to have in free agency is the taxpayer mid-level exception, worth $5.7 million, because James is expected to pick up the final year of his contract for $52.6 million, sources told ESPN. As previously stated, the top thing this could suggest is that James may be heading towards retirement in the summer of 2026. However, McMenamin does not believe that to be the case. And while James has considered retirement every offseason since 2023, a source familiar with James' thinking told ESPN that at this point, James is not entering next season with any certainty that it will be his last. The $52.6 million that James would be agreeing to pick up is not his maximum contract. He could have opted out and demanded a full max, something the Lakers would have almost certainly paid. So perhaps he is doing the same thing he did last summer, which is giving LA some breathing room under the second apron to use their full taxpayer mid-level exception and land some minimum contracts. Regardless of what his motivations are, it appears the Lakers will have LeBron back on a truly expiring $52.6 million contract in 2025-26. Lakers have interest in long-term partnership with Austin Reaves. With LeBron James picking up his player option, that pushes any decision-making regarding his contract to the 2026 summer, when he'll be a free agent. The Lakers will also have to make a decision regarding Austin Reaves next summer, as he has declined his maximum extension offer and will enter unrestricted free agency as well in 2026. But it appears the team and Reaves have mutual interest in a long-term deal. Dorian Finney-Smith could look elsewhere if LA doesn't offer multi-year contract. Los Angeles Lakers forward Dorian Finney-Smith's offseason could veer in several different directions over the next few days. By Sunday, he will have to make a decision as to whether or not he picks up or declines his $15.4 million player option for the 2025-26 season. Before he has to make that choice, the Lakers have a decision of their own. Finney-Smith is extension eligible, should he opt in, for up to 4 years and $96.5 million. But he does not have much incentive to opt into that deal unless he is receiving an extension, meaning both sides have to be in talks about a deal of that size. Of course, the Lakers could still sign him to a multi-year deal if he opts out. But if the Lakers appear unwilling to give him an extension with an opt-in, or sign him to a multi-year new contract if he opts out, Finney-Smith could reportedly look elsewhere to receive long-term security, according to Dave McMenamin of ESPN. A source familiar with the talks told ESPN that while Finney-Smith has interest in returning to LA, he could look elsewhere for a multi-year deal if the only way to stay with the Lakers is to opt into his deal. The Finney-Smith resolution could have significant effects in determining the options available to LA. If he were to leave, the Lakers would have parted with 3 second-round picks for a half-season rental after trading for Finney-Smith from the Brooklyn Nets. And they would be parting with a popular locker room figure and a player Redick trusts implicitly. But his departure would allow LA to open up the full mid-level exception of $14.1 million, which could be split up to pursue multiple free agents seeking a premium contract above the veteran minimum. And if the Lakers didn't use all of the mid-level exception, they could take on more salary in a trade and absorb the extra money into whatever they have left of the MLE. The Lakers signing Finney Smith to a multi-year deal remains the likeliest outcome given the veteran's locker room presence and the fact that he was one of the best defensive players on the team last season. However, his departure opening up a full mid-level exception is certainly a factor. That would allow the Lakers to pursue a player like Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who is younger and serves as more of a point-of-attack defender. Or they could split it up and add multiple free agents instead of just Finney Smith. It's a move the Lakers could only make if they knew exactly what they were doing with that extra money. Otherwise, keeping Finney Smith is by far the most sensible option on and off the court, especially given their hopes of signing Luka Doncic to an extension. Lakers keeping tabs on a handful of centers. The Lakers don't currently have a center on the roster and have other needs as well that they would like to address. They only have the taxpayer mid-level exception of around $5 million to use, but Rob Pelinka said he will be active on both the trade and free agency markets to make the needed roster upgrades. It seems that the Lakers' top choice at the center position is Utah Jazz 23-year-old Walker Kessler, who would certainly fit the billing of what the Lakers are looking for. Elsewhere, the Lakers also have registered interest in Onyeka Okongwu, Nick Claxton, Robert Williams III, Clint Capella, Al Horford and Brook Lopez. Lakers fans upset after LeBron James reported career decision. LeBron James delivered another impressive season for the Los Angeles Lakers in 2024-25, averaging 24.4 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 8.2 assists, numbers that earned him a spot on the All-NBA second team and a sixth-place finish in MVP voting. Despite James' standout play, the team fell in the first round of the playoffs, and his groin injury in April raised questions about the long-term approach of their star-led strategy. With the deadline for NBA player options set for Sunday, focus has shifted to James' contract situation. While rumors swirled that James would pick up his $52.6 million player option, some Lakers fans hoped he might reconsider this decision and take a pay cut to free up cap space for additional support around him and Luka Doncic. Multiple fans and analysts suggested he could help the team chase another ring by adjusting his salary. However, a new report from ESPN's Dave McMenamin on Saturday confirmed that James is still expected to pick up his player option for the 2025-26 season, which will limit LA's team-building options. McMenamin noted, "The only mechanism the Lakers are projected to have in free agency is the taxpayer mid-level exception, worth $5.7 million. Because James is expected to pick up the final year of his contract for $52.6 million. Fans have reacted strongly to the news. One wrote, 40-year-old billionaire that wants Luka to rot with him until he retires. Another added, you're telling me a billionaire who's 40 can't take a vet minimum so it can help his team sign players to win another ring? This is why he'll never win another ring, another fan concluded. He's so selfish, man, he has never been a team player, another fan critiqued. The most uncompetitive GOAT we have. Give me Jordan every day of the week, a fan mentioned. Lou selfish, another fan labeled the four-time MVP. Lakers contact 6'10" forward in trade report. The Los Angeles Lakers enter the NBA offseason with plenty of questions after a disappointing first-round playoff exit. Despite acquiring Luka Doncic in February to pair with LeBron James, the team fell to the Minnesota Timberwolves, ending the season earlier than expected. Now with James turning 40 and entering his 23rd NBA season, the Lakers know their championship window is closing. Management is reportedly determined to build a stronger roster around their aging superstar. One area that clearly needs improvement is the center position. The Lakers struggled to find consistency at that spot throughout the 2024-25 season, and their search for an upgrade continues into the summer. According to ESPN's Dave McMenamin, Los Angeles was actively pursuing help at the position and even reached out to the Atlanta Hawks about a potential trade for big man Onyeka Okongwu. The Lakers called the Atlanta Hawks about their 6-10, athletic big man Onyeka Okongwu last season, McMenamin reported. Okongwu, a 24-year-old USC product, was the 6th overall pick in the 2020 NBA draft. He's appeared in 307 regular season games for Atlanta and posted career-best numbers last season with 13.4 points and 8.9 rebounds per game over 74 contests. His youth, athleticism, and upside make him a compelling trade target for a Lakers team seeking more energy and rim protection in the paint. Team executive Rob Pelinka, who serves as both general manager and president of basketball operations, acknowledged the volatility expected this summer around the league. There is going to be a lot of movement around the NBA. It just feels that way. There are so many aggressive leaders and organizations expecting success now. So I think there will be a lot of opportunities for us to look at. I really do. I'm excited about the offseason and what will come our way. The Lakers' core of James, Doncic, and Austin Reaves will probably remain intact, but much of the rest of the roster remains uncertain. First-year head coach J.J. Redick appeared to lose confidence in his center rotation late in the season, further highlighting the need for frontcourt reinforcements. As the Lakers look to retool on the fly and give LeBron one more shot at the finals, expect trade rumors and roster reshuffling to dominate their summer storyline.